A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city. I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones, who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. Today, I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones, also known by his stage name of Julio Foolio. In addition, we have warrants and are actively searching for 2 other individuals in this case: Isaiah Chance, Elisa Andrews, Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death and are all charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm, and 1 count of conspiracy of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm. Chance, Andrews, and Gaithright were arrested over the weekend in Jacksonville.
So Yungeen Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation, that's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
Julio Foolio's death sent shockwaves through the rap world, especially in Jacksonville, Florida. It has been a little over a month since his passing, and the killers have finally been identified. This wasn't just a one-man job. It was a coordinated effort involving 5 people. According to the police investigation, 4 of the suspects have been arrested: Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, Sean Gaithright, and Rashard Murphy. The last suspect, Davion Murphy, is currently wanted. Reports suggest that the 4 arrested suspects may have mentioned Yungeen Ace's name, who is part of the gang ATK, which all the suspects are tied to. Things are starting to really heat up, and Yungeen Ace might actually be connected to this case. So stay tuned as we have all the latest news on this situation.
Was the beef between y'all that deep? Like, you weren't like wishing death on. I know obviously the songs
they
and
are
stuff
wishing
like,
death on me.
You won't be disrespecting him after he passed, will you?
I don't know. Can't be doing that about the dead. What I can say is, what you about to say?
Well, a lot of people said he did that. So, you know.
He did what?
Well, like he used to disrespect people who died.
He probably did. I ain't never listened to his music. I never listened to his music before. I used to listen to his music when I was younger.
Yes, you did.
I listened to his music when I was younger, but I never really listened.
Yeah, I used to be friends back in the day.
Yeah, what I'm saying. No, we're not friends, but.
So let's start with a complete breakdown of what happened with the killing of Julio Foolio. The tragic death of Charles Jones, known as Julio Foolio, has been investigated by the police, leading to the arrest of 4 suspects: Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, Sean Gaithright, and Rashard Murphy. The last one is still on the run. Police say Jones's murder was part of an ongoing Jacksonville gang war. The suspects are members of gangs ATK and 1200 who have been fighting with Foolio's gang, 6 Block, for years. The Department of Justice called ATK Ace's top killers in a 2022 report showing how violent this gang conflict is.
Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
On the night of the murder, Chance and Andrews followed Jones and his group. Surveillance footage showed Chance using a phone, which was later found to belong to Andrews. Phone records showed Chance was talking to Gaithright, who was in another car, a black Chevy Impala. License plate readers confirmed both cars traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa before the murder and left the next day. Surveillance footage and phone records were key evidence in showing how the suspects coordinated their movements. The final attack happened at a Home 2 Suites hotel, where 3 shooters with 2 AR-style rifles rifles and a Glock got out of the Impala and shot at Jones's car, killing him and injuring 3 others. The shooters dressed in black were identified as Rashad Murphy, Davian Murphy, and Gathright. No spent rifle casings were found at the scene, suggesting the shooters used brass catchers to collect them. However, 31 spent 9mm shell casings were found, linking the weapons to the suspects.
On June 23rd, Tampa police officers responded to a shooting on McKinley Drive and located 4 victims. One person, later identified as Charles Jones, was pronounced deceased. Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim. However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street. At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident.
On June 26th, a traffic stop on Gathright led to the discovery of a Glock 9mm pistol, .223 rifle live rounds, and spent casings in his car. While the pistol didn't match the casings from Jones's murder, the rifle casings were a match to previous shootings, including a May homicide and an earlier attempt on Jones's life in October 2023. Searches at Gathwright's home found a gun safe with multiple rifles, one with a brass catcher, and spent 9mm shell casings matching those at the murder scene. More evidence included ring camera footage showing Gathright, Chance, Andrews, and Davian Murphy at an Airbnb in Tampa, about a mile from the murder scene. The Airbnb was booked under Rashad Murphy's name from June 22nd to June 24th. Video from Gathwright's home showed him and Chance loading bags big enough to carry rifles into the black Chevy Impala before heading to Tampa. Gathright, Chance, and Andrews were arrested by Jacksonville police less than a week after the murder. Rashad Murphy was arrested on July 30th at an apartment complex in Jacksonville.
Let me see your hands. Step on out. Step on out. Look away. Back up to the sound of my voice. Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360. What? Just listen to us. We'll talk about it. Keep going. Keep going. Turn. Turn. Now walk back to the sound of my voice. Keep coming. Walk back to me. Hands behind your back.
Isaiah 10, this is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We are in your front driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. Come to the front door with nothing in your hand. We are not going away.
Hands up!
Come on out with your hands up.
You're good. Come on out. Hands up.
Come
Put
on
your
out
hands
with your
up.
hands up. Bring them to the officer.
Can't tell.
The target? Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah. Yep. Put your hands up!
Listen, put
your hands in the air. Hands up.
Hands in the air. Hands in the air.
All right. Slowly walk toward me. Let's go. Right here. Right here. Walk right here. Let's go. Coming. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. Don't reach for your waist. Do not reach for your waist. Back up. Back up. All right, go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Is there anybody else inside? Like Kevin I'm talking about the broadcast. Come right now.
Despite these arrests and all the evidence, Davian Murphy is still on the run. Police are working hard to find him, as his arrest is crucial to closing this high-profile case. The investigation into Julio Foolio's murder has uncovered a network of gang activities and violence. The evidence from surveillance footage to recovered weapons has been key in bringing those responsible to justice. As the search for Davian Murphy continues, the authorities are determined to bring full closure to this tragic event. And since all of this information has come out, it all leads back to Yungeen Ace. Even reporters have asked the police if Yungeen Ace is being investigated since this all points back to him. We'll let you watch how they decided to answer that.
So Yungeen Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
But you might be wondering what exactly is the context behind Julio Foolio and Yungeen Ace in the first place. Well, the feud between Yungeen Ace and Julio Foolio has been a long-standing one, marked by intense rivalry and public taunts. It all started in 2018 when Yungeen Ace's brother and two close friends were tragically killed in a drive-by shooting in Jacksonville, Florida. Yungeen Ace survived the attack, and the incident became a major point of tension between the two rappers.
What happened to the other three?
They died. So my girlfriend running around trying to...
At what point did you realize that they might not be alive?
Man, I don't... Probably like... When I got the ambulance, I ain't even hit nothing, right? But soon I got the ambulance, I just seen my mama right there crying. So I ain't even know my brother was dead. I just told my mama straight up, like, man, they killed my brother. I just already know him because when I'm getting shot, I'm coming out the car, I'm out the car, I can hear him like, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing that shit. So it's like, I really ain't trying to look at him because you feel me? But like, I see him. I see they fucked up and that. You know what I'm saying? My little brother, 23, my best friend, he really on the ground, like calling for me, like, it's a picture, somebody take a picture, it's a real picture. Like he reaching for me, like calling my name, like, Keontae. Like trying to, we like this with each other. I see my girlfriend, she run around going to everybody, like, she wrapping me up. I'm telling my girlfriend straight up, looking in her eyes, I'm finna die.
Julio Foolio, who is from a rival gang, capitalized on the tragedy by mocking Yungeen Ace and his deceased friends in his music and social media posts. This escalated the animosity, leading to a series of diss tracks and provocative online exchanges. The hostility between the two has been marked by a back-and-forth exchange of violent threats and disrespectful lyrics, each rapper using their platform to taunt the other. One notable instance was Julio Foolio's song When I See You, in which he remixed Fantasia's hit song and directed it at Yungeen Ace, mocking the deaths of Ace's brother and friends. In response, Yungeen Ace released Who I Smoke, a track that openly disrespected Julio Foolio and his deceased associates, further intensifying the feud.
Back to that story. So the whole beat. So you dropped beatbox, but she wasn't satisfied. Like, why wasn't you satisfied? You went to their hood, you shot a video.
Bro,
Is it because of the fan reaction?
I ain't no hater. I ain't know the song went crazy. They Who I Smoke went crazy. I'm mad at.
It was on a golf course, man.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you, man.
Crazy. I'm like, damn, what I could do? I go to Miami. I was already going through my comments. They were like, man, they were sending me a bunch of songs to read me. They saying Miley and the Stars, Part in the USA. Imagine me rapping on that shit. Part in the USA. They sent Michael Jackson beat it. They sent all type of shit. But what stuck out to me was When I See You, Mariah Carey. Or whoever sang that, Fantasia. Did that song, I first listened to it in the studio. I'm like, damn, some niggas finna be mad. So I get back to Jacksonville. I go get a poster printed out of the situation, the news clip with his dead homeboys on the shit. I get like 2 bottles of cheap ass champagne or whatever. I go to the graveyard, I shoot the video, I drop that bit.
You don't think you went too far?
Hell no. Once dead people mentioned, it's already too far. You know what I'm saying? They already mentioned my brother, so it's already too far. You get what I'm saying? So anything that happened afterwards is just extra shit. You get what I'm saying?
Is it never a time you think like, man, if I do this shit, it's gonna put a bigger target on my back?
No, because it is what it is already. So nothing I can say or do can make them want to kill me more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already stamped. So it is what it is.
And it doesn't end there. Yungeen Ace has been talking crazy and hasn't held back since Foolio's passing. He has dropped 2 tracks, Do It and Game Over, both of which seem to be direct shots at Julio Foolio and his associates. In Do It, Yungeen Ace quickly addresses the conflict. The lyrics are packed with forceful statements and bold claims, indicating that he will not back down. The track's intensity caught the interest of fans and critics alike, adding more fuel to an already explosive situation. Game Over takes things even further. This song is considerably more offensive, with Yungeen Ace laying down a ton of taunts and threats directed at Foolio and his gang. The title conveys a sense of closure, as if Ace had declared victory in their long-running conflict. The lyrics are openly nasty, and the production adds a menacing tone to his message. These tracks have sparked a wave of reactions online. Fans of both rappers have been debating the implications, with some seeing it as a dangerous escalation, and others viewing it as just another chapter in their saga. The diss tracks have also caught media attention, adding more scrutiny to the high-profile feud. Yungeen Ace's decision to release these tracks after Julio Foolio's death has raised questions about the ethics of continuing such a public and violent feud. The potential for retaliation from Foolio's associates looms large, and the situation remains tense. So there you have it, everyone, a deep dive into the whole investigation of Julio Foolio's shooting and how all the dots are connected to Yungeen Ace. With one of the suspects still not found, the investigation is not fully over, and Yungeen Ace could still be brought into court or questioned about the whole situation. Given all of the information we covered, it would only make sense due to their history. So, what do you think of the whole situation? Do you believe that Yungeen Ace was the one who set up the whole thing? Will he end up being brought in for questioning or even potentially get charged? Let us know what you think down below, because this whole situation is starting to get very interesting.